Alright, so I once looked like this. I was unhealthy, I was unhappy, and I wanted to make a change. And that change was a fat loss phase of my life. And there was a lot of mistakes I made throughout that journey. The general diet scene is in today's society is setting you up for failure. If you look at something like Slimming World or Weight Watchers, if you're going to start it, you're going to see success at the start because you'll lose water weight and then you'll put it back on. Because let's be honest, none of us are going to be sustaining an 800 calorie diet. I want to make this quick video on 5 tips that I wish I knew at the start of my fat loss phase. So I've really struggled to keep this only 5 tips in 5 minutes because there's so much information out there and so much important stuff there is for fat loss. So if you do enjoy this style of video and you find it useful in any way, shape or form, please like and subscribe for part 2. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Number 1, be consistent with your food. Now, this could either be counting your calories and macronutrients, or it could be just eating the same thing over and over for days on end, like a meal plan, for instance. For the vast majority of people, calorie counting is going to be a more sustainable way of doing it. Calorie counting is not a sinful thing. If you look at Slimming World, they always try to demonize it, even though they have foods that are known as good foods and sins. There's no logic there. There's no such thing as an evil food. You can eat whatever you want within moderation as long as you stick to what I'm going to say in part 2. So if you're consistent with the meals and foods you eat, or if you consistently track all the calories and food that you actually eat, you're going to easily be able to adjust your calories and macros depending on how you're actually progressing and what you need to do to further your fat loss goals. So if you're eating too much and you're putting weight on, you know to taper it back a little bit. And then you leave it a week or 2, see how your body reacts, and then you go from there. Second tip that goes on from that, clearly, is to be in a caloric deficit. Once you understand your own body and your calorie needs or your food intake, ensuring you're between 200 calories and 500 calories underneath your maintenance level and what you presume your maintenance level is gonna help you sustainably, slowly lose that weight. Now, I understand that losing 4 to 5 pounds a week is a lot more fulfilling and it's a lot more glorifying when you say you've lost a stone in a month. And the following months you may lose 2 pounds and that is it. That 2 pounds is amazing progress, but you're not going to be satisfied with only losing 2 pounds after you lost a stone in your first month. So by keeping a small caloric deficit, it's going to be more sustainable in the long term. It's a lot more healthier to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week than it is to lose 4 to 5 pounds a week. You're also not going to be hungry like a hippo if you're only going 200 calories under your maintenance. If you're hitting 1,000 calories under your maintenance, you will drop weight, but you will feel awful. Tip 3 is to steadily increase your movement and energy expenditure over time. So a great way I like to do this was just to implement walking and steps to my overall daily routine. So I used to be very inconsistent with my steps, and 6,000 used to be my max, but I would only hit that once a week. The rest of the time I was hitting about 2,500 to 3,000 steps a day. When it came to lockdowns, that's when I actually got into a walking routine and started upping my amounts. So I would start with the 6,000 because that's what something I was capable of. Once it became very easy for me to do 6,000 steps in a day, I increased it to 6,500. That became easy, 7,000. I now do 11,500 steps a day because that's what I just find natural. Having the mental clarity that comes with walking, as well as it being a fantastic cardio exercise that doesn't stress your joints, makes it 100% sustainable to obtain year round. I tried in the past to get into running. I don't like running, but I thought running would be good for fat loss. So what did I do? I did 5k runs after I did an hour and a half at the gym. I had a personal trainer at the time and he just encouraged it, really. It's not the healthy way to look at it. It's not a sustainable way to look at it. Do I run to this day? No. When's the last time I run? About 2.5 years ago. I do not like running. I wouldn't want to do it. If you like running, go for it. If you can do it sustainably for the rest of your life, go ahead. But I found the only cardio that I enjoy is walking. Let's keep this nice and simple. Tip 4, weigh yourself daily. Weighing yourself daily can be a very important tool. So when you're looking to fat loss, generally you want your weight to go down. And a great way of doing that is to weigh yourself daily. You can have weight fluctuations for a variety of reasons. You can have poor quality of sleep. The last time you ate a meal can affect how much you weigh. Even the size of your last meal. Stress. The list goes on. So instead of doing it once a week and being discouraged by the number that you see, if you can consistently have 7 measurements and make an average, you'll be able to see a gradual trend over time. I'm struggling to explain it for some reason. Finally, the last thing I need to touch upon, which I think society has fucked for the vast majority of people, is sleep. Sleep is needed for so many critical aspects of the human body. Getting a good night's sleep can affect your metabolism rate. It obviously affects your energy and how you feel. If you feel more energetic when you wake up, you're going to be moving more, and if you move more, you're going to be expending more energy, which either means you can eat more food, making your diet more sustainable, or you will lose more weight easily without even realizing it. Your stress levels will most likely decrease. If you're feeling less stressed, you're going to be more motivated potentially. It can decrease your appetite. If you're sleeping, you're not eating. I hope that some of these tips helped. If you need more tips, I'm going to be making a part 2, so make sure to like and subscribe for when that comes out. I will probably make more videos on this topic in the future because fat loss is something I'm passionate about. My camera died on me, so I'm gonna make this really quick. Thank you for watching the video. I think I said everything. Like, subscribe, cheers.